Good morning. I'm your Ma'am Rina, your subject teacher in Trends, Networks, and Critical Thinking in the 21st Century.
We are now in quarter 3, week 3. Our objective for today are number 1, the learner will understand strategic analysis and intuitive thinking. Number 2, the learner will identify and differentiate the following key components from strategic analysis and intuitive thinking.
Before we proceed to our main topic, let us first try this. Great quotes from great personalities.
According to Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, he says, "Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary." Another quote, "The only real valuable thing is intuition," from Albert Einstein, our greatest physicist. Another great quotes from great personalities. According to Lao Tzu, ancient Chinese philosopher and writer, the power of intuitive understanding will protect you from harm until the end of your days. According to Alexis Carrel, a French surgeon and biologist, all great men are gifted with intuition. They know without reasoning or analysis what they need to know. According to the quotes of these great personalities or great philosophers, what do you think is common in their sayings? One philosopher says, "Follow your heart and intuition." Another philosopher says, "Intuition is valuable." Another philosopher says, "The power of intuitive understanding." Another philosopher says, "All great men are gifted with intuition." So what is common in their sayings? These great personalities believe in the power of intuitive thinking. Our lesson for today is about strategic analysis and intuitive thinking. Here is an image of a brain. The left side is an image of a strategic thinking. The right side is an image of an intuitive thinking. So what do you think is the difference of both brains? The left brain focuses on data, scale, solutions, plan. So if you can see, it is more on process. But intuitive thinking is more on colors. So when you say colors, it focuses feelings. So let's go deeper and know the difference between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. Strategic thinking, a skill that enables you to plan and apply reason to many challenges that you face, always seeking the best and most effective solution. So, strategic analysis is based on data and information to make decision. So it is on data and information. Another is the process of examining the organization's surroundings and resources to better formulate a strategy to meet the desired objectives and improve the organization's performance. So it is the understanding of an organization's external and internal environments. It also deals with the creation and better utilization of resources in the pursuit of their objectives and priorities. On the other hand, intuitive thinking is basically the kind of thinking that helps you understand reality in the moment without logic or analysis. So, this is more on no language involved, only signs and sensations. In sensing or knowing without using rational processes such as reading facts and instructions, it is something that is known or understood without proof or evidence. This is more on hunch and gut feelings. So intuitive thinking is making choices and decisions according to one's hunch and gut feeling without knowing the reason why. Difference between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. So to thoroughly understand the differences between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking, I have divided their characteristics. Strategic thinking is the rational mind, speech-based mind, or the left brain. Intuitive thinking is the intuitive mind, vision-based mind, and the right brain. The differences about both is that strategic thinking is when you say rational mind, is the analytical thinking, which focuses on the words, thoughts, and reasoning coming from our speech-based cognition, while intuitive thinking is the synthetical mind or the synthetical thinking. This is non-verbal emotions, feelings, and intuitions that is coming from our vision-based cognition. So what are the characteristics from under strategic thinking? When you say think in details, this is providing complete description and explanation of the facts, analysis, opinions, or to the subject matter. When you say focus on structure, this work refers to the distinction between categorical thetic and identificational sentences. When you say convergent processes, this is finding the best solution to one problem. Another characteristic is linearity. When you say linearity, this is using of a graph, using of variables, using of equations. So that is strategic thinking. So details, so much details, categorical. And then finding the best solution to the problem. And then of course using of variables, equations. That is strategic thinking. When you say intuitive thinking, this is more on bird's perspective. When you say bird's perspective, it's more on mental view, the scenic view. That is the bird's perspective. This is one of the intuitive thinking. One is overviewing. When you say overviewing, you can have outlines, you can have oversights, summary, or idea, but details are not important. Possibilities. How about possibilities? Possibilities is something that might occur or something that can be chosen from among a series of choices. So there is a possibilities. Possibility. So that is intuitive thinking. More on possibilities. What are the possibilities only? So another characteristics of intuitive thinking is how concepts and ideas relate. Sometimes when you say concepts and ideas, this is more on the abstract ideas that occur in our mind. So how are they related? How they are relate to the present or the situations. So that is intuitive thinking, but not thorough research or any, unlike strategic thinking. So hope you understand the difference between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. Based on Orhel Elizabeth, here is a table that shows the differences between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. When we talk about logic, logical mind is really needed in strategic analysis. But in intuitive thinking, logical mind is not that needed. Strategic analysis starts from an idea or concept and moves on to what can be associated with. Unlike intuitive thinking, it focuses on the idea or concept and its attributes. And in strategic analysis, it is brain-centered. But in intuitive thinking, it is heart-centered. If we talk about basis, in strategic analysis, they should have hard facts, data, and instruction. But in intuitive thinking, it could just be a hunch, an instinct, or a gut feeling. In strategic analysis, time is very important because for them, it needs time to finish in one or more settings or sessions. So they need time to finish a project. But in intuitive thinking, they can spontaneously resolve a problem, quick and finished at one time. In strategic analysis, the tools that they use are SWOT. You know what is SWOT? This is the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And here another tool, which is the PEST, which is the using of political, economic, social, and technological. So, and then another analytical tools. So, some of the intuitive thinking used are only experiences only in intuitive thinking. And in strategical analysis, they are well planned. But in intuitive thinking, they are unplanned. So that these are the differences between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking based on our Hell Elizabeth.
Now, get ready for an application. Let's try this exercise or this activity for you to enhance the differences of strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. Let us now apply what we have learned. You're going to identify the following key components, either a strategic analysis or intuitive thinking. Are you ready?
You can write your answers in a piece of paper. I'm giving you 20 seconds to answer. Start now. Five seconds left.
Time's up! If you have perfect the application, you've done a great job. Now, you're ready for the evaluation.
Now, let's evaluate yourself. Direction. Differentiate the statements below by writing IT if it is intuitive thinking and SA if it is strategic analysis. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to answer. Start now.
Are you finished? This is time to check your answers.
Here are the answers to the evaluation. Hope you get perfect.
So before I end the lesson, let's have a recap. Good intuition results from long years of knowledge and experience, which enable you to comprehend how people think, act, and react. So in short, you should have good experience to have a good intuition. But a critical mind or analytical mind usually exercises strategic thinking. Hope you understand the differences between strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. This ends my lesson. Again, this is your Mom Rina saying thank you for listening and God bless.